So one of the things that I've been doing for Lent this year is posting daily videos on this YouTube channel, 6 days a week, just with the exception of Sundays. And as of recently, as a few days ago, I decided to discontinue the daily videos on this channel. And the reason for it is that because I am a college student and I am a student worker in the campus ministry department at my school, now with this distance learning, we are trying to do some more kind of virtual ministry, and that involves a video ministry, which I am kind of taking charge of, which means I'm making even more videos during the week. So the idea of doing like 10 plus total videos in a week for me just is maybe too much. So I've decided to take the step back. But the interesting thing for me that then means is I decided to do two things for Lent. The first was I was going to go vegan for 40 days, and the second was that I was going to make these daily videos on this YouTube channel. Because of the circumstances of all that's been going on in the world right now, and because I had to move back home and everything, I decided about a week or two ago to stop being vegan because of the availability of food, and I didn't want to impose that. And two, I have now decided to discontinue the making of these daily videos on this channel, and it is not the end of Lent. So the two things I decided to do, I have not fully completed. But I'm actually okay with that. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. And I do not want to make this video to say, especially because we are so far in, it's like towards the end of the fourth week, maybe. I haven't been able to keep track, but we're nearing the end. So if you are doing well in your Lenten resolutions, do not stop now. But I do think that there is much more to this season of Lent than just keeping our resolutions and accomplishing our goals. Because if that's all it was, then Lent would be just some 40-day challenge, which I have never been a fan of, because the 40-day challenge, which we see a lot with like fitness, with like working out and eating healthy, they often set you up with no exit plan for day 31 or day 41. So it's great to accomplish a 40-day challenge. It's great to say, I made it through the entirety of Lent eating vegan. I made it through the entirety of Lent not going on social media or not eating chocolate or whatever your thing is. But how did that help you? How did that help you to achieve some greater goal? Because what Lent really should be about is not about what you can do, but who you can become. And it's not simply some 40-day challenge, but it's meant to be a life change. Because the real goal, the real end goal of Lent is not simply accomplishing a 40-day challenge, but it is becoming a better version of yourself and growing in your relationship with Christ. And looking at then what does that mean for the end of Lent. Now that we're starting to get closer, maybe it's time to start thinking about the season of Easter that we're growing nearer and nearer to. And what the thought should be at this point is not, what am I going to be able to do on Easter Sunday? But it should be, who am I going to be on Easter Sunday? Anything that you or I have decided to do for this season of Lent should be for the sake of becoming a better version of myself or yourself, and to grow in relationship with Christ. And if by the end of this we can't say those things, and if all we're doing is say, I stuck to the vegan thing, and this entire time all that has done for me is create just this enormous craving for animal products, then that hasn't really accomplished the goal. Whereas instead, if I can just eat in moderation, eat healthily, if I can put out quality video content here on different platforms and spread the gospel and spread the good news and talk about my faith in the same way that my intention was, I'm still accomplishing that goal, even though I haven't completed the 40-day challenge. Because the other reality about all of this is that it doesn't take Lent for us to make a change in our lives. Any point in the calendar year, any day, Monday through Friday, Saturday, or Sunday can be the day that you say, I want to be a better version of myself. I want to grow in a relationship with Christ. What is something I can do or something I can not do to help me achieve that and start to move forward? So maybe Lent hasn't gone the way that you anticipated this year, but I invite you to ask yourself this question at this point of, who am I going to be come Easter Sunday? How am I going to be a better version of myself? How am I going to grow in relationship with Christ? And what can I do from now until then to accomplish that end goal?